When I'm feeling down, I can't win. Pour a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. Now I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Job with Jim. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. I'm drinking out of my Placer Title Company mug this morning, and I've got my co-host Jim T. Chong the Wok Star. Now you have a friend in the publicity business, and my good buddy Jim Filippi Esquire. I have sent him a ton of clients. None of them have gone to jail. Michelle Gamble is a publisher and an author, and she has opinions. Michelle, thank you so much for getting up again this morning and being with us. We really appreciate you.
Wait, before we get started,
Yeah,
we're all wondering what's in your cup.
my coffee is so strong it could actually cure Kamala Harris's cackle. That's how strong it is. Okay, so
Please,
thank you very much.
send her
That's
some
why.
bags.
Michelle, when's a good time to buy in 2024?
Wow. Okay, this is a complicated answer. There's kind of two different sides to this, and it's changing on the daily, and that's the problem. So I mentioned that I'm the editor of Rental Housing Magazine, and we actually do a market perspective twice a year. And earlier in the year, it looked better than later in the year. So we have interest rate problem. We're at 7.9%. But now the Fed's dropped this down to, 3%, which has been suggested. You know what that's going to do, right? It's going to inflate the housing prices. So it's not really a solution. So I don't know. To be honest with you, I would not buy in 2024. I would wait till after the election, because we need to know where this country is going. There are a lot of issues that are coming up in the housing industry. I don't know if you saw that yesterday, Oregon is saying that they're going to give the migrants $30,000 for a down payment for the house.
Isn't that nice?
I all of a sudden am no longer a citizen, everybody. Just so you know.
So if we denounce our citizenship, do we get $30,000?
I don't know. My husband is German citizen. He's actually here on a green card. So I'm like, honey, can you just leave and come back?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to come back illegally. I think that's the one requirement.
And then also in California, our state, right? Newsom has proposed no down payments for the illegals. The down payment goes against the loan for the house and 0% interest on the actual house. So, wow.
And has that passed, or is that just a proposal?
It passed, I believe, yesterday. They said, I could be wrong because my memory's not that great, but I believe it passed through the assembly and is before the Senate.
Okay, I would guess that if that happens, Gavin Newsom will not be president in 2028. So I always try to look at the good side of everything. He's digging his own grave. Mr. Chong, do you have a follow-up question for Michelle?
Yeah, it's really interesting to ask you about the housing market here today, a little bit, Michelle, on purchasing a house. From your magazine and stuff, I want to preface this for a question next week about your magazine itself, right? What got you stirred up in terms of working as an editor for a magazine?
Well, I've been working in magazines throughout my career. So I was the editor of California Computer News. I'm showing you my age. And so when I decided to take this position, my thing is, I don't want to do anything now that is not productive to society. I don't want to sell widgets. I don't want to hawk for corporate. I could be making 100 times more money than I make right now if I would shill for corporate. I can't. I'm too old for that. I'm at a period in my life where I look at my legacy and I want to leave behind something that matters. And talking about things that don't matter to me, forget it. So I really enjoy the work. I work independently. So I have a lot of latitude on deciding the content. They're kind of yes or no. And I have a minor in poli-sci, so I've always been interested in politics. I want to know what's going on, and I want to be a part of positive change. I agree with Trump 100%. Our country is in trouble. I want to be a part of the positive, not the negative.
Now, one big trouble that we have in California, we're going to talk about tomorrow. And Jim Filippi is very interested in asking you that question. So, Michelle, will you come back tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll see you again tomorrow for another exciting episode of Job with the Jims.